Good morning. It is a Sunday today, and I just thought about taking you on my day on this Sunday as I clean up my room, go for a run, and write an essay.
So the thing I found with studying and going to my internships at the hospital is that cleaning up my room is the last thing that I think about, because early in the morning I leave to go to the hospital, and then at around 5 or sometimes 6 or 7 I come back home. I cook myself some food, study a bit for the next day, relax for an hour or so, and then go to bed. So there is not much time to clean, and even if there was, I genuinely don't feel like doing anything after a day at the hospital. And also this room is kind of big, especially for the city that I live in, so I'm really happy with that, but I don't have enough furniture. As you can see, I don't have a bed. My closet space is not big enough, so I should probably do something about that, but I'll actually be moving soon to a different city to start my second year of internships. And here you see me putting on my running shoes because, social distancing. It's probably not wise to go to the gym at this point, and it was nice weather outside, so.
Ooh, wow. It's a lovely day. Done. 30 minutes of running.
And a few years ago, I used to run quite often. I ran multiple half marathons and one full marathon, but ever since I stopped and kind of picked running back up again, my shins have been hurting a lot. I'm pretty sure I have shin splints or medial tibial stress syndrome or something. I guess that's a new name. So I should probably go see a physiotherapist.
So my task for today is to finish the essay that I started writing on a moral dilemma that I've encountered at the hospital this year. And this is the book that I'll be using to kind of formulate arguments, principles of biomedical ethics. And the aim is to get it done today. It's completely doable, but the challenge with this will be to not stick to the law of things, because the law is pretty clear on what you can and can't do in this moral dilemma that I'm describing, but the assignment is to think of it in a more philosophical or ethical way. And I'd say it's a good challenge. It's fun to do something like that, to be a bit more creative and a bit less based on facts, which is a huge thing in medicine. Obviously, everything is facts. So it's good to do this, but it's also a challenge. Okay, I'm gonna take a shower and then we'll get started.
Alright, so it's time to get to writing this essay. So studying for me, or writing something, or really doing many productive things, for me is really about momentum. If I stop studying for a few days at a time or a week at a time, I notice that it's really hard for me to stay focused and to really sit down and put in some work. So this is why I still use the app Forest. It's basically a Pomodoro app. You don't need to use an app. It's just, you can just use a timer on your phone and study for 25 minutes and have a break for 5 minutes and just continue doing that. After 4 cycles, you take a 30-minute break and then you continue. However, I like the app Forest because it has this built-in function that if you use your phone, so if you leave the app, your tree that it's being grown dies. And you don't get to build a forest, so it's just an added motivation to keep studying. And something else that I realized after writing for around an hour is that I'm too perfectionistic with this essay. So this essay is something that we have almost all year to write. And naturally, I left it to the last moment to write this. I started writing this, like the skeleton of the essay, a few months ago. But now it's just about tying up all of the arguments. And yeah, I really sense that I'm thinking about it too much, and I'm trying to incorporate everything that I can think of, which is actually keeping me from writing this thing. So that is something I need to work on. Definitely try to not be perfect, and just to write something down, get it done, and then edit as you go, which is way easier. So after about an hour and a half, I'm totally distracted. As you can see, I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm also reading up on the news on this coronavirus. And I decided to call it a day. So at 5:30, the Netherlands has planned a press conference on the new measures for or against the coronavirus. So before that starts, I decide to finish cleaning. I do the dishes before I sit down to watch this press conference.
Het is niet nodig, er is genoeg voor iedereen, maar juist het hamsteren veroorzaakt problemen voor de supermarkten. Dames en heren, we nemen ook verschillende maatregelen om ondernemers te helpen die in de problemen zitten of in de pot. Ik wil nogmaals mijn grote waardering uitspreken voor alle mensen die dag in dag uit keihard werken om overal waar nodig zorg te verlenen.
Okay, so it is 6:10. Is my audio on? Yes. 6:10 on a Sunday, and I've just received the email after the press conference that the first and second year medical students have been asked not to attend any clinics starting tomorrow. So I'm officially out of work, you could say, but they are asking us to keep studying within the area that we're supposed to intern in, and they're probably gonna make some type of course on the COVID-19 pandemic. So I'm not sure what that means yet, but for me practically I think that means I'm going to sign up for the municipal health jobs that they have lined up in order to help people that call in or need to get tested or need their contacts researched because they've been tested positive. They need more people to help, so I'm probably going to write to them asking if I could help, and hopefully, it's obviously going to teach me a lot, so I don't think it's any loss of education, but I do hope that things won't get out of hand anymore, and that we'll have something to do as interns for the foreseeable future, because it would feel kind of weird to not help out, even though I kind of have a medical background. We're not doctors yet, but there is probably a lot that we can help out with. So this is weird. It's a weird time. It's an interesting time, and I guess I'll just keep making these videos because for the sake of documenting, I'm sure I can look back on this and I'll be happy that I've documented this, but also this might be interesting for other medical interns all over the world to see how things are happening here and vice versa. So if you are a medical student or a doctor, junior doctor, please let me know in the comments how you guys are faring, how things are going where you're from, and how you are coping with these new challenges. That still leaves me with the essay that's still not finished, so I'm going to continue doing that and then make a plan for the coming week.
So after kind of taking in everything that has been said in the press conference, I call my mom because she is in Amsterdam and she is probably hit hardest by these new measures because they're closing down non-essential public services, and her job is in one of those industries. So it's really a strange time in which no one really has any certainty of what is about to happen. But I'm pretty confident that these measures are the right measures being taken, and just trying my best to keep my anxiety to a minimum at this point. So I just spend the rest of the evening calling fellow students or multiple people just to talk about what's happening and our plan going forward, which I will share with you in the next video. So thank you for watching, and like I said, if you have any experiences as a medical health professional in different countries, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. And yeah, wash your hands, stay calm, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.